Good morning, Monday morning. This is Terry Allen, Radical Progressive, and it's January 25th, 2021. Well, I really hate being right when it comes to things like this, but Joe Biden is doing exactly what I said he would do, and all of the Democrats, including the progressives in the squad, were wrong because they are bought, they are compromised, and they are trying to justify their blue no matter who vote. That's what's going on here. This weekend, Joe Biden ordered troops back into Syria and Iraq. The troops going into Syria are heading right for the oil fields. The troops going into Iraq? I don't know. All I know is they're probably sending billions of dollars to the military-industrial complex so that they can make more profit. And if you don't know that that's why we are there, then you're an idiot and you are so gullible that you should read a book. So, second thing, stimulus package. Hey, it went from $2,000 checks to $1,400 checks, which is he's going back on his word, which I'm not surprised because he's a fucking liar. So now they've said, well, we are going to have to push it back until March or April now because we got more important things to do, like impeaching Donald Trump for promoting an insurrection at the Capitol building, and we're going to impeach him, and he's already out of office. Chris Cuomo had a segment where AOC was on his show, and God almighty, what is wrong with these people? He said, well, there's no way that they're going to try him and impeach him in the Senate. Well, you know, we should at least have a vote so they're on the record who's for it and who's against it. Really? Okay. Well, like Jimmy Dore said, the only thing different between that and the stupid time wasting that they're doing now is that there's no hashtag forced vote for Medicare for all. So once again, Congress and the Senate are screwing around, screwing the American people because they are not doing anything right now to help them. The American people don't give a shit about Donald Trump anymore. Move on. Let me explain something to you. And I know that this is going to be a problem for some, but I guarantee you it's not a problem for others. And if I had been at that rally and we had gone to the Capitol building, I don't know what I might have done, because I am so angry, and there are millions of Americans that are so angry at the time wasting and the virtue signaling and all of the garbage that our government is doing for the 1% and nothing for us. I might have broken a window myself. Because if you read the Declaration of Independence, we are under a tyranny. And you can see that with the violation of the First Amendment rights. Right there, that's a violation of a sacred amendment for the American people. And when we say that all people should have a right to speak what's on their minds, particularly politically, They say, why are you protecting fascists? Well, look who's the fascist now. The Democratic Party. That's the fascist. Who's protecting them? They're protecting each other, of course. So, once again, the American people have a right for insurrection. We have a right to overthrow this tyranny. If you read the Declaration of Independence, which is what our founding fathers did against the British. So what's the difference? There is no difference. We are under a tyranny. We are being crushed by this government and the 1%. The 1% are taking everything, and we're getting nothing. There's been no stimulus since March of last year. None. And businesses are going out of business. You should see all the homeless people where I used to live in a middle-class neighborhood. And the tents are lined up on the sidewalks because people are getting thrown out of their apartments, even with moratoriums. And where have they got to go? Nowhere. They don't have family to take them in. It's an abomination for this nation. And where you have people like Jeff Bezos worth $200 billion, and we can't even house the homeless, where we can't give ourselves a stimulus. It's our money. It's our government. And if the Democratic Party and the Republican Party want to play games and screw around with the American people, the people that they are supposed to be representing and helping and taking care of. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, remember? That's not just for the 1%. That's supposed to be for everyone. So, insurrection? Maybe. If there had been millions of homeless people and millions of people out of work and millions of people who their businesses has been destroyed, while the 1% runs around with their billions and billions of dollars, then maybe an insurrection is what we need. Maybe. I don't think Donald Trump incited an insurrection. And obviously the Senate agrees with that. This insurrection may have been agent provocateurs. Very possible. Very possible. You talk to any retired CIA agent, particularly Robert David Steele. He's got a website. He's got a YouTube channel. He said that agent provocateurs happen all the time. And the reason is because if you take a peaceful protest and you put in a couple of agents in there to start causing trouble and breaking windows and setting fires, then the entire peaceful movement is blamed for it. Exact same thing that happened with the BLM. Exactly. And now, with the anti-steal the vote protests, same thing. So, I don't know. Probably my video is going to get taken down. Maybe there's going to be a non-warrant search and seizure of my apartment. My door could come crashing in at 4 a.m. in the morning, and there I go. And no one's going to hear from me ever again. My family's going to probably say, well, what happened to him? The government would never do that. we're so much better than communist China. Communist China, if you have political dissidents, they get taken away. They get disappeared. What's the difference here? There is no difference. And the Democratic Party are cheering them on. So I say, maybe it is time for an insurrection. Maybe it is time for us to crash through the Congress. We don't have to kill anyone. We just have to tar and feather them, send them home, and start over. That's how it works when you're in a tyranny and you read the Declaration of Independence that was written by the founding fathers of this nation, which we are supposed to hold up as saviors from the British Empire. That could be. So that's the situation. I don't know what I might have done. You don't know what you might have done. If there's enough angry people out there, let me tell you that there could have been a lot of people crashing through the Congress, the Capitol building. And one of the other crazy things is, where was the security? They got told to stand down when people were asking for National Guard. That they were told to stand down. They didn't show up. Interesting, isn't that? Yes. So something went on. We don't know exactly what. There are different speculations and different opinions on what might have happened. But one thing you can be sure of, part of this operation was an inside job. And you can talk to anybody that knows and has contacts within the military and the CIA, and they will agree. This was an inside job. It had to be. This could not have happened under normal circumstances. So, I'm going to go. If I get disappeared, then you know what happened. The government, once again, is trying to silence opposition. They're trying to silence any political discussions about what's going on really, and why are we being screwed, and why is the 1% being coddled and allowed to do whatever they want. That's the questions that have to be asked. So I'm going to go. Have a great day. This is Terry Allen, Radical Progressive. It's January 25th, 2021. Nothing is fundamentally going to change. That's what Biden said, and now you can see it.